Yo, 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 yo. What is good, my people? It's your boy. You know it's who? Jason Puna. We're back in the building, in the studio. You know what time it is, people. We've been doing it all season. It's the last day of the Premier League season, so we're here for week 38. Also, roll into that as well, the 24-25 review show. Talk about the season in total. My thoughts, obviously the biggest winners being Liverpool. I want to talk about the disappointments. Also, we have the champion and donkey of the week. But not only that, people, we have the champion and the donkey for the entire year. Yes, I went through all the weeks. People, we had a good record. It's only 2 weeks out of the entire season. We never do this, week 19 and week 37. But it's every other week, full slate of predictors. And yeah, somebody was the champion for the entire year in terms of, and the way I did it, people, I didn't go through and rank who had the best record overall. That would have been way too much work. You see me? So what I did was I said, all right, I'm going to count how many times people won the championship for the week, and whoever had the most championships for the season, they are crowned the champ for the season, right? And then also we have the donkey of the week each week. We also add up how many times the people got donkey of the week, and we're going to reveal the donkey of the year. Yes, not what you want, people, not what you want, but there was one donkey of the year, and we're going to reveal it tonight. We're going to reveal it tonight. All right, people. So, you know what you have to do for me. It is a YouTube program. You have to hit that like button. Hit that like button. Then after you hit the like button, share the content. Share the content, and yeah, subscribe if you're new to the channel. If it's the first time you're seeing it, yo, this is a football program, football channel. We bring you the content. Um, I won't tell you. I'll just let you watch for yourself. But I think I have a decent grasp of the game, so I just try to bring my perspective on things. Also, I definitely give highlights all the time to the comment section, because without you guys, I always say the show would be very boring. See? So as soon as you forward, people like, share, and if you're brand new to the channel, never seen us before, please do hit that subscribe button. You will not be disappointed if you love football. All right, Gunners boss in the building from early. When I made the thumbnail, said Jason can't start the show before the Knicks Pacers game is over. Good game so far by New York, bro. At halftime, I was on the verge of starting this stream. I had given up, but at the end of the second quarter, we made a little mini spurt. We're down 20 and we got it down to 13. I'm saying, no, maybe, just maybe. Then third quarter, the man them go back out 18 points. Still never give up on my side. Deuce McBride, big up yourself. Anywhere there right now. Hotel, locker room, big up yourself, Deuce McBride. You see me? Because people, I'm telling you, I'm in a group chat. I'm in a few, but this particular one, the people them want style Knicks from the series start. Should we go down 2-0 at home? See? Brother, the man them start pull out broom and beer things. I'm saying, all right. This is our cause for win tonight, because you want to jump the gun and talk about sweep and beer things. So said, so done, people. Next forward, Carl Anthony Towns. I know me a big up Bruce McBride. They probably say, yo, why you not big me up? Bro, well done, Towns. 20 points in the fourth quarter. We needed it. Brunson foul trouble. Yo, big win, Knicks. 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. Gunners boss, you know it's set. Yeah, man. I have to make float. Big up yourself in a float. You featured tonight, you feature tonight, You're one of them ones that been around from early in the segment, Stuck around through the ups and downs, Yeah, man. But people, I'm not telling a lie. I fully enjoy bringing you this content. As you can see, man's bringing you midnight shows. You see me? But yeah, I like doing it. So I just turn on the camera and start talking about it, right? So what I want to do is go through, like we always do. It's going to be just like a regular review show. We'll go through the games, just talk about them. Probably won't spend as much time on the games this week because, to be honest, the show is mainly about the revealing of the champion and all that. And then, as you can see in the title, the worst team of the season. So if you hadn't seen the preview show yesterday, I did the Gooner TV team of the season. We ended up having such a nice conversation about it that we decided after picking the first team to actually make a second team. So yeah, we made a first and second team for team of the season. That was great. We'll remind people or show people, if you didn't see it last night, what that looked like. And then tonight, we're going to make the worst team of the season, people. The worst team of the season. So yeah, people that can call names of all the ballers where make your side drop points or make, anything like that. Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of candidates for the worst team of the season. So we are going to do that tonight, people. I think that should be a nice show. And then, of course, the FPL season concluded tonight. So you don't know, I was in 3 different leagues. One for the traditional fantasy. I was in 2 leagues for fantasy draft. So I'll show you how that ended up for your boy. See if we had any winnings or how it go. Yeah. Midnight show, that is it. 11:30. We are close. We're gonna be on here at midnight, I'm sure. Yo, fam, we are champions. Jordan Iman, YNWA. Big up yourself. Congratulations. I congratulated Liverpool way back from about week 30, I think it was. Whatever week it was when we never beat West Ham and they beat us. That's when I gave Liverpool the title. Yeah, man, Knicks won, bro. Knicks won. Forward block from way behind. Yeah, man, Knicks tip. Bless up, Coach Edwards. Wagwan. Hope all is well. Yeah. I know summertime for you, probably busy up camps and all them things, Yeah, man, big up yourself, Coach Edwards. Bringing the future generations, the proper coaching. Yes, people. As the people them rolling, they don't know, smash the like button. That's the best way for make the video a little more visible for everyone else that's not here. Don't keep the good show from everybody, man. Like the video so more people can see it. All right. Cool. Let's get right down to it now, people. So we have the Premier League. So we'll go forward to the Premier League now. My statistic site of choice is SofaScore, so I'll work with that. But so I'll go through the game then. All right. So let's just get through real quick. So Bournemouth beat Leicester 2-0 today. Goals from Antoine Semenyo. Don't want to say I'm a prophet, but in the preview show, we looked at the statistics for the season. And Semenyo, I think he was on like 9 goals. And I say, yeah, he's going to get goal. He's going to get at least 1 tomorrow to get over that double-digit mark. And so said, so done. He scored twice. If you look at like most of the stats in the league in terms of like shots on target, shots inside the box, a lot of the goal scoring metrics, he is very much like up there in the running, right? So Semenyo was on 9 goals, ended the season on 11. So yeah, good for his stats to get double digits. I think this season probably deserve the 10 goals in the league. But Bournemouth with a 2-0 victory. The stats look like this: ball possession, Bournemouth dominated. Leicester basically just playing out the season, relegated already, playing away from home. Never really turned up, if you ask me. They didn't really threaten Bournemouth today. Very dominating performance. You see the expected goals under 0.5. So that's, once you see that, you know that the other team really held them at bay. 3 big chances, none for Leicester. Look at the shot difference, 20-3. So yeah, very one-sided game. Bournemouth, good value for the 2-0 win. Probably their most, if not their most, one of their most comfortable performances. Even though that second goal came late, definitely never felt like Leicester was going to threaten them. They had 3 shots. You see where one ended up way in the stands. And that was late. AU had another one. Skip had one. So they had 2 shots in the 7th minute. None of them threatened. And then 1 in the 86th. So just toothless performance for Leicester. And they will have to ply their trade in the Championship once more, see if they can make it right back to the Premier League. They have been up in the Premier League for a good while now, definitely shocked the world as well. I think it was 2015, 16, winning the Premier League. So they're gonna go back down, and usually the team that goes back down into the Championship from the Premier League, they're kind of at an advantage because that windfall of cash from the Premier League kind of still running through the club, so they can retool, replenish, and find their way right back in the Premier League, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Most of I think every single person that predicted a Bournemouth win, so nothing really crazy happened in this one. Man City and Fulham, this one wasn't quite as one-sided, but I think Man City was very good value for their 2-0. When you take a look at the statistics, Man City had the better expected goals at 2.99, 1.28 for Fulham, and they did create 4 big chances on the day to only 3 for City. City had the shots advantage, more corners, slightly more pass attempts as well. You look at the shots on target, City had the edge there 5-3. And the goal, brilliant goal scored by Ilkay Gundogan. Bicycle kick off the underside of the crossbar, and then the penalty after Gundogan earned it, converted by Erling Haaland, finally getting him off 21 goals to 22 in the league for the season. Many other people would say that's a brilliant season, but I'm sure he will tell you that he would want more than the 22. I think that's his lowest goal scoring season since he's been there. So that's crazy. 22 is nothing. I mean, I don't think Arsenal didn't have a player that scored 10. So, yeah, 22, and people are cuss. That guy is not normal. 4 big chances missed, though, by Fulham. That's the big problem in this game. Just not clinical enough in front of goal. But Man City got the job done. They made a late substitution, getting De Bruyne on the pitch. You love to see that. Came on with 5 minutes to go. Just let him run out one last time for City in the Premier League. Definitely going down as a legend at that football club and in the Premier League in general. One of the top players to come to the Premier League for sure. And his winning and how much he has won in the league, will definitely go down in history. What is it, 6 in 7 that Man City won in the Premier League? So yeah, ridiculous numbers for Manchester City, and Kevin De Bruyne in as well. So he played his last game. I won't say in the Premier League because you never know, but probably his last game for Manchester City today. But they got the win 2-0. Faulty finishing on the part of Fulham kept them out of this tie. But yeah, they definitely deserve something. But I think City did deserve the win at the end of the day. So 2-0 to Man City. They finished this season in 3rd position. Not where they want to be, but where they ended up this year. Next game, Ipswich and West Ham. Ipswich actually took the lead actually equalized just after halftime. Ward-Prowse getting the first goal, and then Bowen, rich vein of form to end the season, got another goal, and Mohamed Kudus, who had a really down season for him in terms of output, getting a goal in the last match of the season. Wan-Bissaka popping up again with an assist, and Bowen, 2 goal contributions in the final game, really ended the season strong in terms of contributions. One of the players I thought a little bit hard done by to not be in that England team. Tuchel went for Noni Madueke and others in his type of role on the wing. I don't think that was the right move. I think Jared Bowen has proven to be just an impact player, but I know it's probably, he might not be the most pleasing and the eye footballer to watch, but he just gets the job done. You put the ball in the box to him, he's going to find a way to get a shot on target, hit it cleanly, clean strike of the ball. I think his passing and chance creation has improved a lot as well. So yeah, I was a little surprised that he was on the outside looking in at that England squad. I think if I was picking that team, Jared Bowen for me deserves to be around in and around it. But Ipswich relegated, headed back to the champ. We saw today Omari get another game. Didn't have the biggest impact in the game. Took one shot on target that I remember, but yeah, just not enough from him. I thought this season does have a big chance missed. I guess they're counting that shot on his right foot as a big chance, but um, yeah, Omari back to the champ. Played really, really well there the last time he was there. So hopefully that continues for his sake. Suter's looking at him as well, so he might be leaving, but let's see how that goes. I mean, he's one of the few pieces I think on this Ipswich team besides Rory Delap that not Rory Delap, Liam Delap that will command a decent fee. So, it could just be a situation where, they want to keep the wage bill a little bit lower for their championship run. Ipswich, a team that I think if they don't play their cards right, could potentially just be end up back in the championship playing. I think of the Leicester that's going down and them and Southampton, I almost feel like Ipswich is the one that I worry about the most, staying in the championship when they go back. But let's see what they end up doing in the transfer market, both incoming and outcoming, to see how it plays out for them. Now, this match was dubbed the Rome Classico by one of my viewers in the last show. That was incredible. I stole that one. I said it to a few people today. The Rome Classico, Liverpool and Crystal Palace. Of course, Liverpool being crowned champions and Crystal Palace winning the FA Cup over City. They said that this should be called the Rome Classico. So this one ended 1-1, and it was really looking like it was going to be a home loss for the champions on their last day. But Mohamed Salah popped up again with a goal. They were playing down a man, Ryan Gravenberch, with a professional last man foul in the second half. Sorry, really a miscontrol ball that he tried to stretch and correct his mistake and took out the player on the half line, running in and goal. So good call from the referee. Not much you could really complain about there. But even with the 10 men, Liverpool just showing why they won the league. I mean, they just kept going at Crystal Palace with 10 men. It was crazy. So yeah, I think that's been the difference in this title. Well, I can't even say race in this title winning season for them, because they have just put constant pressure on their opponent. And it's the reason why, a lot of those draws that Arsenal had, for example, that mentality was missing. We didn't have the same determination, drive to just keep going at teams. Liverpool, when you watch them play, it's an abundance of chances, actions, dribbles, drives with the ball. It's just a constant avalanche. And even though Arne Slot kind of tweaked the system a bit, the volume of attack didn't really go down. It might be a different way that they're attacking, but at the end of the day, they're ending the action with a shot, a dangerous cross, creating a corner kick situation. They just don't waste their attacks either. I think too many times, a lot of teams might have the ball forever. They get in behind, but there's no dangerous cross at the end of it. There's no shot to force a save at the end of it. I think Liverpool, more than any other team this year in the Premier League, when they attack, they finish it off with an action that stops the play. Whether it's a save, a goal kick, they don't turn the ball over in the attacking third with numbers. That just doesn't happen very often. And I think that's the difference with them. You're always starting from them being set when you play Liverpool for the most part. And I think that's the biggest difference that I saw between Klopp and Slot. I think Klopp's teams at times could be caught on the break, maybe too frequently. And I think even this year, a lot of people would have noticed. I don't think Trent was so terrible defensively this year. And I think a part of that was the attacking and the system is a little more measured. It's not so just go for it. And I think that helped Trent out a lot this season. So, yeah, Good job, Liverpool. This game didn't really mean much to them, so I don't really. It's not like I can really overanalyze that they drew with Crystal Palace at home, but it was just a celebration day for them, and the fans look like they really enjoyed it. So yeah, Liverpool definitely deserved the Premier League title. I think, like I said, all the things I said before about just the way they attack teams, and they're solid enough defensively as well. I don't think they were impenetrable, but you just didn't get enough chances to attack them because they were too busy attacking you. So yeah, Liverpool deserve winners of the title. Can't take that from them, people. They were the deserved winners. Now, this game right here, and these games coming up, Newcastle, Everton, Forest, Chelsea, these three games were really the biggest games in terms of that top five race. I think everybody pretty much thought City would be safe regardless. But from Aston Villa, Newcastle, Forest, Chelsea, those four teams really fighting for those other two slots. So the first game, well, they're all playing at the same time, but Man U and Villa happening simultaneously. You see Newcastle, Everton, you see Forest, Chelsea. But this particular game right here, I'm sure Man United fans are probably wondering where this was all season. I think it was one of the best their team them play. They created so much in this game. When you look at the stats, they had very good expected goals, 3 big chances created. Look at the shot disparity, 25-6. I was just so surprised how passive Aston Villa came out in this game. I mean, typically Aston Villa is a team that is going to, press teams and play with a really high line and try to be the ones that run the game. And it was just so surprising a team as fragile as United, in terms of their mentality this season. Aston Villa just didn't show up. They didn't show up, and it was very surprising knowing what was riding on the line, them knowing that basically going into the day, they have to get something out of the game to make it into the Champions League. A draw more than likely wouldn't be enough, and they definitely can't lose. And they just didn't play this game with that urgency that you would think a team in the situation they were in would play. I'm just scrolling through the stats. Hopefully you guys are looking, but you can see Man United just dominated. Now, the play in question, right? There's a couple of plays in this game that I have to talk about. So the first one is the red card, right? So Emmy Martinez gets a red card in the first half towards the end. It's always cause and effect in football. So I have to talk about the mistake made by Cash on that play. So he's playing a back pass to Emmy Martinez. He leaves it dreadfully short. Hoyland latches onto it, pushes it around Martinez. At an angle, he pushes it quite wide. Let's say he's scoring down here in this goal, and he pushes it, he gets it somewhere around where in between Kamara and Onana, and Emmy Martinez is there. He pushes it around him. Emmy does a body block. Last man, red card. Easy decision. Now, at first, I was cussing Cash, right? And I still give him some cussing because if the pass is just the right strength and it's not mishit, then we're not even having this conversation. But then, when I look back at the actual play, when I was kind of watching some highlights before I came on the show, Emmy Martinez doesn't even need to really body check him like that, I mean, when he pushed it around him, he would have had a lot of work to do in terms of getting that in the goal. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like Matty Cash, if him just pass the ball properly, we're not having this conversation. But I don't think that Emmy had to sell out either. Because even if Hoyland scores that, it's 1-0, you still have your 11. Maybe that wakes up Villa, because at that point they were really anemic. It was not a Villa performance. Like they never got into a rhythm. And, when I looked at the team and the starting lineup that they had, there's a player missing that I think is probably one of the most underrated players this season, over the course of the season. And he didn't make it into my first or second team last night. So even I myself might be underrating him. But Yuri Tielemans, bro. Yuri Tielemans is the one that made this team look like them good. I swear. This brother is so intelligent with his passing and his movement in that midfield. He knows when to speed up the tempo and play forward. He knows when the team might need to just hit the brakes a little and just keep possession. He's really the tempo guy. And Kamara and Onana, great athletes, destroyers, both have decent technique as well, but neither of them have that. They can't do what Tielemans does. I think that's what hurt them more than anything. That's why they were so passive. That's why they never took control of the game in any way. He's the one that takes control for that team, and he wasn't starting. He is nursing a bit of something right now, so I know he probably can't play the 90. But yeah, I think that really hurt them. But I don't even think Emmy needed to necessarily do what he did. Now, at the time as well, it looked like Emmy himself was going to enter the Champions League because he had made some big saves in the game already before the red card. But look, hindsight is 2020, people. But for me, I know Emmy will probably look back and say, Jano, I probably didn't need to sell out like that because it was going to be a red card all day. But as I said, kudos to Man U. They showed up after the red card as well. It wasn't like Man U was just totally dominating them or anything, but it was controlled enough to where it looked like they had them. Now, the next thing we have to talk about though, and I believe that this incident I'm going to talk about, happened before Man U even gets the first goal through Amad Diallo. So Rodgers is chasing a ball down. It gets into the box. The backup keeper is keeping on the day, Bayern there, right? And in real time, it looks like Bayern there catches the ball in the box, like sliding into it, has it in his hand, and it looks like he has control, and Rodgers kicks it out his hand. So in real time, Rodgers, the play goes on, and Rodgers gets the ball under control, swivels, and takes a shot towards the goal, basically. And on the way, while the ball is traveling towards the goal, the referee blows the whistle for a foul on Rodgers. Now, of course, like every other time anybody gets called for a foul, he's adamant he didn't foul him. But this time, you could see it was a different level of I didn't foul him. So basically, what happened is on the replay, when you watch it, you can see that, yes, Bayern there gets to the ball first, but he never really has it under control. It's kind of just bubbling around in between his two gloves. And Rodgers smartly gets a toe poke and it doesn't touch his hand or anything, doesn't foul him. The ball squirts loose to him and he finishes. Now, apparently, because the referee blew the whistle before the ball went in, it is not something that VAR can look at because the play is already blown dead without the ball. He's already called a foul before the ball has gone into the goal, which to me is kind of strange because fine, you blew the whistle before it went in the goal, but the result of after the whistle was blown, the ball went into the net. That's a fact. We saw it happen. It went in, right? So if the rule is indeed that because the whistle was blown before it went in the net, then I understand why it wasn't changed. But I think they need to look into that rule because at the end of the day, a referee probably still wants to make calls in real time. Now, I know they're trained to, anytime it's something that you're not sure or if it's going to be a goal-scoring action, just let it play out and then blow the whistle and signal for the foul. Because basically, the way the rule is written, VAR can't intervene because of how the ref the game, right? And if the ref had just followed protocol, which is to let the ball at least cross the line before you blow for anything, if you see somebody shooting on target, he didn't follow the protocol, and we can't just make an exception to the rule in the moment just because it's the right thing, right? So hopefully they'll look at how that rule is worded so that we don't run into them something later down the road. Let me see what the people must say about this play, guys. It was pretty mad. Now, I think Villa was robbed in that instant for sure. And you never know. If they go up 1-0, maybe they can at least get a draw out of the game, which could have made a difference for them, even though their goal difference was the worst out of everybody. So they really needed 3 points. Bless up Chile, bless up DJ Giggs. Wasn't Haaland injured more still season since he got to the EPL? I don't think he was injured any more than the seasons before. Remember last year when he scored 30 and then was out like about 6, 7 games, you know? And I think this season he missed like, I think he played like 29 games. So he missed 9 Premier League games, I think. Let me see. Actually, he played 31, so he only missed 7. And last year, he played 31 as well. He scored 5 more goals. And then the year before that, he played 35 and he scored 36. So him numbers are go down each year. So you think he go from 36 to 27 to 22. Do you think next year at 17 or back to 30 at? Good that we finished the season on a good note. Yeah, City had nice form towards the end. I think they got like 16 from a possible 18 in the last 6 or something like that. Jamaica's savior will never allow Ipswich to get relegated. Blessings all and JGBM, that are your best friend Omari. Bless up Jagarns. Yeah man. Kanza was sleeping. I don't know what Kanza would have do. I don't know what Kanza would have do this or Rob. Honestly. Because the back pass done gone wrong already. So what you're saying, like Kanza could have maybe chase it down and make the ref at least he says there's somebody covering or something. Maybe still. Yeah, I think Villa was robbed in that moment. The ref effed up. The ref effed up. Yeah, VAR check and the rule is so because the referee blew the whistle before the ball went in, it basically eliminate VAR from being able to do anything. That's just how the rule is written, you know. I thought Bailey was gonna come on. Yeah, I think once it went to 10, I don't think he was gonna bring him on because the reason why Bailey stopped getting game is because he just can't put in the physical work back and forth, and you're down to 10. That's more back and forth. So I'm just say, I can't play Bailey today. Then I think that's probably why. I think Bailey would have played if they had 11 and they were down 1 or whatever. Bailey would have came on based on the subs who were there to come on today. With no Rashford in the team, he was gonna come on. I just think the 10 men made it like he was like, nah, I don't think Bailey can really do it. Martinez give away the game. Yeah, I was thinking that too after a while. I mean, Cash gave it away too with the pass, but Martinez, you look back at that and say, John Star, I never really needed to sell out and just take him out like that. I could have just shield it little, make him, go around me and get to the ball and try run back. And by that time, people running back. And it's Haaland running down Hoyland running down a ball. And him have to score from some kind of angle from distance, and yeah, who knows if him score that. Yeah, man, Tielemans, bro. Tielemans is the key. Is him really get them going, he's like the metronome. Emry is stubborn. He struggles against 5 at the back formations because he wants to play so narrow. Mr. Witt is on the bench, but Leon must have slept with his wife. No, I don't think that's what it was, Rob. You want me to show you what it was, Rob? He didn't sleep with his wife. I believe this. I believe said this is why we never see him. You see that? 24 games in the league, 1 goal, 2 assists. I think that's why. But it is sad though, how the man games just dry up. Jeez, man. When last man play? Bench. Get a 1 minute in front of the fans before him potentially cut out. Bench Bournemouth, bench against them. FA Cup him do decent off of the bench. Bench in a Champions League. Play for Jamaica. Get an assist in Champions League. That's all. Back when he used to play, the good old days. Too many gaps, man. See the dates. But yeah, it's just too many games without anything. Scoring Champions League, I remember that one. Get the start. But yeah, I mean, Each page we go on is just one contribution. It's just not enough. Okay, there's a two contribution per one page. That's nice. One assist. But yeah, if I was to scroll through the matches from the season of last year, it would be like, yo, is that the same player? How could that be the same player? But yeah, Leon, I don't know what the future holds for you, my boy, but wish you the best. Hope you find a good landing spot where you're comfortable and you can, put out some more output. Emry is stubborn though. Trust me, I know. All right, so Man U. So the next one in the top 5 race now. So Villa shit the bed basically. They're out. Next game, Newcastle Everton. Now, St. James Park, these guys have been unbeatable. And somehow, some way, today Everton just turns up and they actually deserve to win. If you really pre it, they deserve to win. Pickford had a big game though. Can't take that away. But I don't think Newcastle did enough. At home, they need to be dominating expected goals. They need to have more big chances, which they didn't. They need to be dominating shots, which they didn't. So yeah, it just wasn't the type of performance that you're used to from them there. I think Isak was back in the starting lineup, but you could see maybe it was just this game is so big that I want him to play, because he didn't quite look himself at any point in the game. Looked like he was a bit reserved. And he ended up playing the full 90 minutes. But in the end, it was a 1-0 win for Everton. Good header from Alcaraz. A player that I think, if he can stay healthy, can be a big contributor in this league. But Newcastle just never showed up all the way. They made mistakes that maybe they don't quite make at home at St. James Park very often. But for whatever reason today, they did have a few. But Newcastle, because of the other results today, Villa losing, Forest losing, they pretty much still end up in the Champions League, even with that loss. And the other game that was huge for the race was Forest and Chelsea. And boy, when the news came in that Newcastle was down, that Villa was down, Forest fans were rejoicing. But right around that time, Levi Colwill was getting the goal that ended up being the winning goal in the 50th minute. A bit of a scrappy goal, but Colwill was there at the back post to just slot it in after some bit of pinball in the box fell to Cucurella, and his cross come shot ended up at the feet of Colwill, and he made no mistake. So then it was Chris Wood, and it was not the Chris Wood that we have seen this year. This man missed 2 big chances, bro, to equalize the game. So basically, the season he's been having, I think going into the game, he was on 19 goals. Didn't get to the 20 because he missed 2 gilt-edged chances that pretty much could have given them a 2-1 win based on how this game played out. But it just wasn't meant to be for Nottingham Forest. And they, while they are still into Europe, it must feel disappointing for them to be third for so long and then end up, even with the extra team from England going to the Champions League, still end up not making it. That's tough. That's tough, bro. That's tough. But yeah, I mean, Chris Wood, the chances fell to him and he just couldn't get it done, people. So it is what it is. Chelsea, though, I forgive them credit. I remember, I think it was Red Skull yesterday saying, yo, Sanchez, I gotta sell it. I'm saying, bro, Sanchez hasn't been doing so bad, to be honest. Last time he played, he was great, and Rogers been trash on the right. Yeah, I think Rogers' output gone down big time since him start playing right. He need to play right there behind the striker like what he was playing before. And but him keep on putting him out there. But it's because him tactically, defensively sound, and it's not like I won't go as far as saying he's been trash. He ain't like trash, but yeah, it's just a different dynamic, and he don't really use the width enough when he's out there. And I fell asleep on the play in the Nottingham versus Chelsea game. Yeah, I mean, look, it was, yeah, in a way it did, because that ball that reached to Cucurella, it wasn't really supposed to reach him, to be honest. How many EPL teams will be in the Champions League next season? 6. 6. So the top 5 plus the 17th place team that won the Europa League. Yeah, so 6 next year. All right, so that was that. Southampton, Arsenal. People, I'm a Gooner, but I'm also a football fan. So this game, I saw an extended highlight. That was it. I did not watch Arsenal today. I watched, majority of what I watched was between the 3 games: the Everton, Newcastle, Chelsea, Forest, and what them name? Man U and Aston Villa. Those were the 3 games I was watching the most. But Southampton and Arsenal, this was the starting lineup. Arteta going with a madness. Just playing I don't even know how the man. Basically, him close him and pick this team. I don't think Kieran Tierney was playing here. I think Zinchenko was playing midfield. So I don't know why SofaScore have it like this. I think it was Ben White at centre back, Partey at right back, and him just invert all the damn time. But then Ben White was attacking down the right side. I don't know, brother. Man, them just put a team on the field, yeah, man. I know Declan was playing more central part, so we had the ball most of the day. Yeah, I thought one year was off the right. Sterling was just running around the place. I don't know where he was playing. Marino didn't really play striker either, so yeah, they don't have that completely right. But we had the lead 1-0. I was hoping Raya could keep the clean sheet so he could get the outright with name Golden Glove. But he ended up sharing it with Matt Sells from Nottingham Forest, because neither one of them were able to get one today. So big up Raya for getting a clean sheet award. Oh, no wonder. Arteta must get red card. Big bad Albert on the bench. So Odegaard no one score no goal all season, no one score. Kai Havertz, Skelly, Trossard with the assist. Bukayo, good performance off the bench. So Kieran Tierney probably playing his last game for Arsenal, gets a goal, and the second goal off the bench from Odegaard. We conceded from a corner, which was a theme towards the end of the season, conceding from set pieces. But Ross Stewart on a header from a corner did equalize in the 56th minute, and then Odegaard didn't score his goal until the 90th minute. So waited late to not get another draw. Would have been probably a draw record for Arsenal over a season if we got it today, if we don't have it already. But we avoided that, got the win, and I think that put us on 74 points for the season. So I think we were on 82 2 seasons ago, then we got to 89 or something last year, and then we regressed back to 74 this year. So not what we wanted in terms of progress over the season, but circumstances were what they were. But at the end of the day, it's on the coach, it's on the board to make sure that you have a squad that, even if you have a crazy injury list, you can still put out a team that at the very least has the functions that they need to operate. Because I think too many times this season, Arteta put players in other areas because he didn't trust the actual cover we have in that area, right? It's something that I talk about with Jamaica picking the damn teams over and over again. Stop not worrying about the third string in every position, because one injury, one personal matter, one anything that would make somebody not be able to play, that third string is now your second string. The first string go on the pitch, ring out him ankle, guess what? That player is now on the pitch. You have to trust them for the rest of the game. So it's very important that they not only buy, they need to buy 1 or 2 game-changing players, no doubt. But I think we also need to find a little bit more depth if we can. Or just trust the youths more, give one area more game time, give Ismail Kabia more game time, give the youths more game time. we'll play EFL Cup. Don't put out the 11 that you use in the damn FA Cup. I mean, in the league just to lose. Play the damn kids. Let them lose. But don't bother kill out the people, them. We need them for these crunch games. You have them playing these meaningless games. Don't play your main 11 when you're playing PSV in a meaningless second leg after you beat them 100 nil in the first leg. Like, trust the damn people and the squad. Look at some of the squad members you brought in this year. One-year and Skelly. Imagine if you never did that. Come on, Teta, man. No, cost you no more. Tottenham, I told everybody, prediction that Tottenham was going to lose. I think Red Skull did say 6-1, and it wasn't so far off. Brighton gave them 4-1 in this game. Tottenham, though, definitely could have had some goals in this one, but I think they, it's to be forgiven. They had a big win, emotional win, and, they had to turn around and play this game on the weekend. I'm sure a lot of them would be feeling it on that pitch, trying to run for those 90 minutes. And you can see by the scores on the team, it's just a lot of mistakes, a lot of low scores. It was not the best showing by them. Hinterwood playing a very attacking role, got 2 goals. Coach had to get creative today because some of his players probably weren't fit enough to play the entire 90 minutes. Mitoma being one of them. But yeah, they ended up winning this one 4-1. It's a good end to the season for Brighton. I think they'll look back and be a little disappointed because there were times in the season when they looked like they would be challenging for, at least 6, 7, somewhere around there. But they did have a bit of up and down form to end off the season. I don't think injuries have been the best to them either. I think they were going pretty good, and then Welbeck went down. First they were going good, and then Pedro went down. Welbeck picked up the slack in his absence. But then once Welbeck went down as well, I think that's where the season started to turn for them. So Brighton, well fought, probably still proud of where you finished, but I feel like you even could have done more. Wolves and Brentford, this one ended 1-1. Brentford had an outside shot of getting to that 8th position, which could potentially mean a Conference League place with all the different permutations of who won this league and whatever. So there's a chance that 8th can actually play in the Conference League next year. But it will be dependent upon what Chelsea do on Wednesday, right? When they face Real Betis in the final of the Conference League. So this game ended 1-1, goals from Munetsi and Brian Mbeumo again, scoring his 20th. I think he tied the season record with Ivan Toney for Brentford with that goal. Wissa, no slouch, 19 on the season. So 39 between the two. Probably some kind of record for Brentford for 2 players. Now, Munetsi probably scored the goal of the day for me, or at least the one that I can remember that I like the most. Ran onto a flicked on header by Strand Larson, who had come on and just rocketed it past my boy, the name in a goal, Flecken, who's a very good keeper this season and was good on the day too, made a few crucial saves. But yeah, this one ended 1-1. Wolves definitely had a good end after the season. When this manager came in, it was looking likely they would struggle to get out of that relegation or get away from it. And he really definitely changed their fortunes. I think the main thing that he brought was defensive stability we weren't seeing from Wolves at any point in the season so far. So, yeah, he really definitely shut that down. And, yeah, his attackers started to thrive. Strand Larson got a bunch of goals. Cunha got a bunch of goals under this manager. So, Wolves is a team that somehow each season of late does. At points in the season, it looks like they won't stay up, and then they just go on these runs where at the end of that, they're kind of safe. Central defenders for Arsenal was Tierney and the Polish. Yeah, it never really looked like Tierney was playing there, though, to be honest. Albert picked the 11. You think Postecoglou job in jeopardy? I don't think so, actually. Bro, he won the Europa League, bro. I don't think so. He's like a cult hero. All right, so that is it. 38 games in the books. Let's look at the final league table. So relegated teams going to play the marathon of 46 games in the damn championship. Leicester, Ipswich, and Southampton. Southampton setting the record for I think it was most losses in a Premier League season, or most home losses or something like that. They set a record today with that loss. Ipswich 22 points, Leicester 25 points. So never in doubt, these three teams. You see the gap to 17, 13 points where Tottenham resides. Tottenham, that 4-1 definitely took them away from earning their own record, because I think they were going to be the lowest league position ever with a positive goal difference. But of course, they had to lose by 3, which put them to -1. Still crazy for a 17th place team. -15 for Wolves, 42 points, edged out by Man U at -10. Yes, I said it. Man U, 15th place. Wolves 16th. West Ham, can you imagine that season they had, what they were looking like at many points of the season? They end up 1 point ahead of Man U in 14th. Everton, big turnaround. I had them before the season started, my prediction, getting relegated. Boy, I was looking like a genius up until David Moyes get into the club, and look at what he was able to do. I think when he took over, they were 1 point above relegation or something like that, and he got them all the way up to 13th to 48 points. Crystal Palace, you see the blue, that means they're going to the Europa League, people. And that's by virtue of winning the FA Cup. They ended on 53 points after their draw with Liverpool, and you can see last 5 unbeaten, 3 draws, 2 wins, not bad. If they can have a better start to next season, they will want to be in and around those European places again. Fulham, 54 points, really ended the season not in the best form. If you look at that 8th position, which they ended up 7 points behind, and you look at their form in the end, if they could just turn a couple of those to wins, they would have been definitely almost there to that 8th spot. Fulham, 11th place, 54 points. Brentford, top 10 for them this season, 10th position, 56 points, just behind Bournemouth, same points as them, but Bournemouth's goal difference 3 better. Brighton, they're in 8th, which right now doesn't have any kind of mark on it, but I do think there's a possibility that they do get a Conference League spot as well. They'll be joined there by Nottingham Forest, and if they get the spot, and Nottingham Forest, after being 3rd for much of the season, 2nd even at some points, Forest end the season in 7th on 65 points. One above them, Aston Villa, after their last day lost to Man United, they end up on 66 points. And, a couple of years ago, maybe they'd be happy to get into the Europa League. This season, it seems like a letdown after them getting to the quarterfinals of the Champions League this season. Newcastle, they really were the surprise for me of everything today. Villa was surprising too, but I think the circumstances kind of showed. And for whatever reason, Man U played out of their mind. Like, they just played so good. Newcastle, though, they lost 2 on the bounce to end the season, but still got that 5th and final slot due to a superior goal difference over Aston Villa. I always knew going into this final weekend that goal difference would come back to haunt Villa, and it did today as well. But I know they're kicking themselves right now, because they look at this table and they see if they had just gotten a draw, they would have put Newcastle in the Europa League on 67 points. But it wasn't meant to be. Newcastle will be headed back to the Champions League again after playing there a couple seasons ago. Chelsea, they're in the Champions League as well. Remember back when Chelsea was kind of close to that title, not title, but close to the top of the table. Their manager coming out and saying it's not a title race, they're not challengers. Well, they're going to be in the Champions League next year and could potentially win a European trophy, albeit the Conference League on Wednesday when they face Betis. But he has them in 4th on 69 points. Decent form to end the season as well, winning 4 out of 5. Then Man City, yes, they did their thing to end off the season, looking more like the Man City that has won multiple EPLs, but they end on 71 points with another victory today over Fulham. Arsenal, again, 2nd place. I was kind of hoping we came 3rd, because the second business is like, yeah, I don't know. I'm tired of it at this point. But Arsenal, 74 points, best of the rest, basically. But nobody cares about that. It's just the best of the best. And that was Liverpool. They had 84 points. Look at the end of the season, and they still end it on a 10-point margin from Arsenal. Just goes to show that Arsenal definitely wasn't doing themselves any favors trying to catch this team at any point this season. They just definitely never gained enough momentum. And 14 draws, when you lose the title by 10 and you have the same losses as the champion, then you know something's wrong. And that's exactly what happened with Arsenal this season. But no goal scorers will do that. You cannot turn those draws into wins. So do the right thing, Berta, Arteta, and Arsenal. No, people, that is it basically for the games that were played today and the final table as well. So let me show you guys now the results of the picks this week. Albert picked the 11. You think Postecoglou job in jeopardy? No. Man United having their best performance of the season after playing like them never say a football ever in the UEL final. Great times. Yeah, bro. It came out of nowhere. I think everybody picked against them this weekend, especially due to the fact that we didn't know that Villa need the win. But I couldn't have predicted that Villa was going to be so bad. They were horrible, man. They were horrible. All right, let me find the page. There we go. All right, so let's get this on screen. I never even put it in here. Let me grab the files first. So we know we need this and this. Oh. All right, people. So we have hold on, the people. I make a so hold on, the people. What I'm gonna do this, just smash the like button if you haven't already. Just a reminder in case you're not seeing the thing running across the screen. All right, so I have a few people. Yo, I'm going for this. There we go. So what that person your name now? All right. Now we can move forward. Now we can move forward. Hold on. I cancel this. Cancel. All right, good. I did the wrong thing, people. I have to fix it. This is yeah. That is it. All right, people. So now let's reveal the winners for the week, or the winner for the week, I should say. And the winner for this week, my people, is Duklan. Finally, it's been a while. I've been able to say my virgin Duklan was the best predictor for the week, but he had a great week, people. 7-3, one game predicted spot on. I think the game that he predicted was actually the first one we spoke about, which was the 2-0 to Bournemouth. Big respect as well to Mass Sports World, consistently good this season with his predictions. 6-4 with 1 correct. Jaguars as well, 6-4, 1 correct. Jaguars, you have some potential next season. Make sure you show up more so we can blow away name there. We can see if you earn the title for the whole season, you know what I mean? So next, let's show you guys the donkey of the week for the final week of the season, week 38. Drum roll, please. Float management. Sorry it had to be you, my brother. Also someone who stuck around all through the season doing predictions. So we definitely want to big you up same way. But hee-haw, you are the donkey of the week for week 38. Now, my people, what I want to do now is show you guys who is the champion for the entire season, people. And like I said, what I did was I did not show the entire record for the season. That would have been crazy to compile. Next year, I need to just create a file so I can input everything and have it tabulate everything for the season. I'll get more high-tech and technical next year and take it more serious, people. But what I did was I said, listen, I have a log of all the weeks. I can say, count how many people were champion the most this season. So after tabulating everything of the 36 weeks that we did, people, there were 3 people that tied for the most wins over the course of the season. And that is championship of the week. So the most times they were champion over the course of the week picking the games. And drum roll for the champions for the season, people. And I'm saying it plural because there were more than one. And Float, you'll be happy. You were the donkey for the week. But guess what? For the entire season, Float, you had the most wins of championships in the season. You shared the spoils with Mass Sports World. Big up yourself, Mass Sports World. Also, Biggs G, another person that religiously send me the comments in the comment section with his predictions. Appreciate you tuning in. Even if you're not here live, you're here in spirit. You know that we're talking about your picks them. Float management, big up yourself as well. Always present, always commenting. We'll definitely appreciate it. But big up on yourselves, people. 5 wins out of the 36 weeks went to you 3. So 15 out of those 36. Right now, what we have next, people, is sad to say, if we have a champ, we're always gonna have a donkey of the week. So in this particular case, people, the person that ended up with this distinction was not lucky enough to escape or not lucky enough to share it with someone else. This person, I kind of am upset it's him because he's one of the first people that really supported the movement, was here from early out. I'd say probably maybe even from the first stream I ever did. But one sure way to be in the running for something like this is to be a supporter of the channel, because you have to have played up enough times to lose enough times to get this title, or I don't even know if I can call it a title. This is not a title, people. What's the opposite of a title? Because that's what this is. But yeah, for sure, for sure, this person is someone that might not always be here because they are very busy, and we respect people have lives, but always check back in, comment, when he's available, he's here, giving his banter, taking banter from people, whining everybody. Maybe that gave it away. But the person, people, that I don't even know what the opposite of title is, but this person got it. And the person, people, that hold on, let me make sure that this is actually what I'm trying to see. Yeah, that's it. All right. So the person that ended up getting this dubious distinction this time around for the entire season, people, the donkey of the year goes to none other than the mighty Duclan Stennett. Duclan, the biggest hee-haw goes to you, my brother. You were the donkey of the week 8 times. And if you're wondering, you just beat me to this stupid, I don't even know what to call it. Brother, you are the donkey for the entire season. Big up yourself. Your performance matched that of your team that you support. And that's why it's all them damn times you thought Man U was going to win and you said they were going to win. That was probably the difference in you getting this. See? So big up yourself, Duckland. I'm sure the word will get around that you earned this. And I use that term seriously. You had to earn this. You know, you show up, you drop your predictions, and that we appreciate. But brother, if you just take a couple more weeks off, you wouldn't have won this, you know. But big up yourself, same way, Duckland. Blowout donkey of the season, you know? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Donkey of the season. Big up yourself, though, Duke. Better luck next year. All right, people. So that is it for the results of this week and also for the season, people. So, as I said earlier, people, I wanted to do something else tonight because I had so much fun doing the team of the season last night. So, this time we're going to do the worst team of the season. But before we do that, let me just put back on the screen what we came up with last night in terms of the team of the season in the Premier League, right? So basically, the team in blue is the first team. So we have Matt Sells in goal, right? Matt Sells in goal. Centre backs we went with Murillo and Virgil van Dijk. Right back we went with Trent. Left back we went with Anthony Robinson. Midfielders, we had Gravenberch in the 6, Declan Rice in the 8, Cole Palmer in the 10. Right wing we went for Salah. Striker we went for Isak. And left side we went for Mateus Cunha. Now, Cunha was kind of there because of his output more than anything. Doesn't really play that side, but you know he's a drifter in the front three, so he can play wide. So we just put him out there. Now the biggest I was thinking about it when I was looking back at this, and I think there are a couple people that probably feel like I'm a bad mind person that play Premier League football. One of them probably would be Erling Haaland, right? The fact that he didn't make this, I think is tough. You know, 22 goals. I think he's second highest this season. But other than that, I think it was pretty fair, to be honest. I don't think anybody else should be like John Ostar. I'm gonna make it. You know, Magalhaes just got injured a little too early for me because I think he would have been on one of these two teams for sure, maybe even the first team. But yeah, didn't really think Arsenal deserved that many people in either of these teams, to be honest. Did get one in each. Raya in goal for the second team, Milenkovic and Huijsen in the back line. Then you have Munoz at right back, Vardiol at left back, Caicedo in the 6, McAllister in the 8, Rogers in the 10, Mbeumo out wide right, Diaz on the left, and Wissa up front is what we went with. So, yeah, I mean, look, probably some other people that could have made one of these two teams, but I think for the most part, we are decent. I think the coach for the second team was Nuno Espirito Santo, and the coach for the first team was, of course, Arne Slot. Right? So that was the little exercise we did yesterday. Now it is time to pick the worst. Yes, I said it, the worst team of the season. Make sure I save this. All right, so that is that. Now let's do a new project. All right, people. So same drill. Only difference, that one I named the worst. That one I named the worst of the season. 24-25. Boom. So people, it shouldn't be too difficult because we love to say people not good. Right? Yo, why am I just do that? Replace. All right, so let's go team settings. I could change the jersey them. I give them some ugly jersey, you know? Cause the team not good. Black and grey. Like black them out. Alright, don't want them names on it. We don't want a number. Yeah. Boom. Alright, so let's see. Worst team of the season, people. So give me some names. Give me some names in the comment section, people. Give me some names in the comment section. Yeah, Jackass of the season is right. Not even the Gunners game we predicted. Jeez. Wait, let me see. Full. Yeah, man, you get back a strength, man. Top for the season, you know. You are more sports world and Bigs G. Big up on yourselves. So people, worst of the season, you know. We have some candidate out there, brother. Robert Sanchez. Woo. Roberto Sanchez. He was pretty bad, you know. But to be honest, I think the comeback was good because when you look at Chelsea, like of late, he's been doing his thing pretty consistently. Him kind of turned it around, to be honest. But he had some bad things happen. 5 errors leading to goal. It's not a good start. Onana, I mean, Onana definitely, Onana definitely in the running, people. Onana is definitely in the running. Let's see. 3 errors leading to goals. So 1 error leading to shot. But brother, some of them things where them not counting as errors is just ball just going past him. Yeah. Sanchez had 5 and 5. He had 3 and 1. But I think Onana been worse than Sanchez, bro. Is Onana the worst though? You guys think Onana is the worst? I'm trying to think what other keeper did foolishness. Verbruggen had some howlers, but I don't think he's been worse than Onana. But he had some howlers this year, for sure. Yeah, he had 5 errors leading to goals too. Yeah, but I'm gonna go with the one, the only Andre Onana, people. I think Andre Onana was probably the worst of the worst. Just had too many mistakes, too many goals where you look at it and you say, Jano, he could have saved that probably, you know. It just happened too frequently. So for me, Andre Onana gets in the worst team of the season, people. Rough. And as Chile said, let's count how many from United actually get in there. So the question is, people, what formation I want to run out with? I think I did this one last night. Let's try 4-2-3-1. All right, let's do this formation right here. So we have Onana in goal already, people. Onana in goal. Anybody object to that? I don't think anybody will. Float already told me who. I'm say 85%. So that's Onana, people. That's Onana. Now, center backs now, people. Center backs. All right. Now, let's see. See what the center backs them up to. Worst of the season, people. Worst of the season. Any candidates? Anybody that can think about? I want to say, people, worst defenders. Worst defenders. Worst defenders. Worst defenders. Worst defenders. Worst centre backs. Worst centre backs. Oh my gosh. That brother, I don't care what nobody tell me. I'm half a day in it. But I said nobody now go object. I agree. This guy's been horrible, man. But this player right here been horrible. If your team need a goal to score, you need a mistake from the other team, just check that brother. Vote fast, brother. From Leicester City. Cheese and peas. What a brother. Can do foolishness, man. This man does a lot of foolishness, I swear. Does a lot of rubbish. I know he's in a bad team, but bro, trust me. Trust me. This guy is not good. Let's see. Mavropanos was bad, but I don't think he played enough to really put him in this team. Tottenham players injured a lot. Wolves had some bad performing defenders, you know, if we're being honest, over the course of the season. I don't think the ones that were really bad played enough. You know who was disappointing? Tielemans signed for all that money. Signed for 50 million basically. US dollars. I don't really think he was that good this year. Yeah, I think based on what they thought they were getting and how much money they spent for him, I kind of have to put Tielemans. Okay, you have to factor in the expectation. I mean, I could easily find probably a Southampton, some of their defender to throw in there, but did we expect anything from any of their defenders, really? No. But Kilman, they expected a lot. Spent 50 mil. So I'm going to say Max Kilman, people. Mavropanos, who played on the back line with him, was bad too. But I don't think Mavropanos played enough. So that's why I probably wouldn't put him in there with him. But Kilman, yeah, I think they expected more. A lot more. Yeah, so I'm gonna say Max Kilman and Wout Fass worse. Worse right back over the course of the season. Ooh, right backs, people. Don't like this one, you know. Been cussing him from the day start. I think it would be unfair to put him here. Because he hasn't been like, I don't know though. I mean, I'm nominating Cash. I just don't like him. I don't think he's good. So yeah, Matty Cash is a nomination for me, right back. Other players, let me see. Let's go through the Prem. All right, so not Trent, not Timber. Right back for City is Nunez. Chelsea. Gusto hasn't been terrible. Reese okay. Newcastle, nah, wouldn't put Livramento. Mikey Cash, you may say Brighton right back. With Brighton right back. They really have one nailed down. Bournemouth, same thing by committee. Brentford. Could we put Dallo over there? Wanna say, can we put Dallo over there, people? Wanna say? Dallo ain't been that bad though. Can't put Dallo. Can't really put Mazraoui either. So I can't really put a next person. Worst of the season, people. Worst of the season. Let's see. Nah. Worst of the season, people. I think I found it, you know. I think I have found it. Worst right back of the season is no, it can't be that person. That's not so bad. For this team, just wait, man. I'll pick the coach last. Can I say Kyle Walker, even though he left in January, but he was so bad in that time? Yeah, I was trying not to include players that didn't play that much, but I think I might have to because part of the reason why you don't play much is because you were so bad. So, bro, I might agree with you, you know, Kyle Walker, you know, 'cause he I don't know. It's between Walker and Cash for me, and Cash wasn't bad all the time. But Walker this season in the Prem was bad all the time. I should put Partey at right back I mean, I like when him play right back, but he don't play there, so I wouldn't do that. All right, left back. You know, say, even though he had a decent set of assist numbers and things like that, I'm tempted to put Leaf Davis, because he started out really promising, but then it fizzled out. And he did make mistakes, commit penalty, get red card. So yeah, I think maybe harsh on him. I don't think so though. Leaf Davis for me, worst left back. Worst left back. I was expecting more from him. He was really good in the championship last year. So Leaf Davis, sorry my boy. You are in the worst team of the season, according to me. Number 6 role, worst player in the league. Wow. It's a tough one. Early in the year, you could have said Casemiro and just done. But you can't say that again. Had a strong end to the season. Worst. Yeah, maybe him, Nah, not so bad. I was going to nominate Edson Alvarez. But I think it might be one of these players, people. Worst of the season. I think I have to give worst 6 of the entire season to a player that is going to be playing Champions League football next season. And that player is Yves Bissouma. Was supposed to be the 6 to stabilize the midfield. Now you have to search for him on each bench. The drop off is crazy from what he was at Brighton, promising. Literally was the man before Caicedo, and Caicedo make this guy seem like an afterthought now. So Bissouma for me, worst 6 of the season. Couldn't even stay in the team ever. If he wasn't suspended, he just was playing bad. Next player now, we're going to play a double pivot. So the next player for me, no, I haven't mentioned that Karai Anderson them going championship. I have not. But yeah, big ups to them. Saw a lot of footage of the videos and Kaim running out celebrating with them. Yeah, man. Good to see Kaim Dixon, Karai Anderson, Tyrese Campbell, Thierry Small, I think Ramsey, I think Lieber, all them guys have Jamaican lineage. I don't know if all of them interested or being pursued, but it's quite a few on that Charlton team. So big ups to them for getting to the championship. Hopefully them can retool and forward with some vengeance, So the number 8 people, the number eight. Any nominees for the number 8 people? When the season first start out, when I say boy ends on not going with nothing, But Brennan the man turn it around. I might have to go back to North London. I just might have to go back to North London. Mm-mm. You know where I'm going? I'm going to go back to London, but this time not North London. I'm going to go to East London. And I think he's in East London, I'm pretty sure. And this player might be earning some money from me doing this, because he might have bet that he would actually make the worst team of the season on Gooner TV. So the player that I am talking about, people, is one that disappointed in terms of what he's been doing in the league since he got there. Lucas Paqueta, or Paqueta, for me, didn't do enough this season. We're going to drop him in the number 8 worst team of the season. Yes, people. We're going to show you guys on the screen how the team form out, right? But for now, let's look. Let's look really quick and see where we're at. So I picked about almost half of the team. As you can see the names on the screen, we have Tielemans and Fast playing defense. Switch around number there. I think Tielemans using left foot. Leaf Davis at left back. Kyle Walker, no, he left in Jan but was poor. He's there. Number 8, we have Paqueta. Number 6, we have a drop. Yves Bissouma. Now we have to still pick a number 10. A left winger, right winger, and a number 9. All right, so let's go back to the team settings. So we can pick out let's pick a left winger. Let's pick a left winger. So on the left wing, people, on the left wing, and we're talking worst, the worst of the season. That's what we're talking. All right, so worst of the season, people, on the left wing. This player was supposed to be a problem for this team, or cause opponents a lot of problems. Where is he? Fit and available for a lot of the season, but limited impact. Limited impact. And when you compare what he did in the Prem, of course, more often than not, you're not going to be able to duplicate perfectly what you were able to do in the Championship. But the drop-off was crazy in terms of what he was able to bring to the table output-wise. So for me, people, I am nominating this player. We're not going to throw him in there just yet. But Stephy Mavididi, was expecting way more for him for Leicester. Didn't do anything. Did not do anything. Then, a player to me that kind of coasted this year, didn't really do everything I thought he was going to do. It might be harsh to say, worst team of the season. And to be honest, no, I'm not going to put him on there. That would be unfair. Yeah, he wasn't even that bad. I'm not even going to say who I was thinking. Left wing. Come on, people, give me some names. I think anybody from Chelsea, Man United left wing. Who is Man United left wing? Garnacho? I think Garnacho has been that bad to warrant being in like the worst team of the season. What you guys think? Boy, Nacho. think Garnacho is a shout, Is it harsh? 6 goals, 2 assists? Should I not be expecting more than that from him? Man missed 14 big chance though. Yo, Garnacho. Just because we only got one United player. Onana make it so far and that's it. Alright, let's pick our this wing. Wing. Alright, boom. So let's pick the right side. So off the right people, who was underwhelming that you're expecting to do stuff this season, let me know. Let me know. Ooh, a good shout too. Boy, me too, man. Let him play the left. I don't think Garnacho was better than him. Yeah, me too must still get to 10 goals. Not bad. Bro, I hate to do it, but it might be Leon Bailey. Cha. Yo, man, I try nothing to say Bailey, Worst team of the season. Let me not be biased. Man, unavailable enough. And when he did play, 1 goal, 2 assists, create 3 big chances all season. That's crazy. 1 dribble successful. Yo, Bailey's a candidate, people. Sad to say. Trying to see if I can find somebody else. Rough. Bailey, I don't want to fling in there, But boy, look like you might have to be the one, man. People are expect if you do something, and didn't do anything. Trying to just see and make sure is Phil Foden a candidate? I think Phil Foden might be in the 10. I think he had like a 2-week or 3-week spell where he do things, and other than that, he was poor. Create 7 big chance though. Not bad. But that's down for him, to be honest. Damn, man. I hate to come to this, Leon, but bro, you made it. You're the worst team of the season. Number 10, I'm going to say... It's either Bailey or Amari, But boy, Amari, let me compare them. Let's see what I'm going. Alright, so Amari, 6.65, play like 3 more games, 3 goals, 2 assists, 6 big chance created, so close there. 1 error leading to shot. Now more successful dribbles, more duels, 1 per 90. Ground duels 1 for 90. So put in more work. Yeah, I'd have to give Hutchinson the edge for the season, Let me see Leon again. 6.75. So I have a better overall rating. Actually, more played 24 games, so I missed 14 games, 14 starts, 48 minutes a game, 1 goal, 2 assists. He created 3 big chances over the season, okay. 1 successful dribble per 90, 2.2 duels won, 2 ground duels won. I think Bailey get the edge, man. And it's not a good edge. Bless up, ball pre. What going? Bro, I can't believe Bailey ever made the worst team of the season, bro. But see in the comment section after the video if anybody think can give me some next names, they are search my brain for the next right wing our worse. In terms of like somebody we expect to do something we never do none, or never do enough, or we expect. Let's see. On the left wing, I might have to change my pick, I might have to change my pick for the left wing. No, never mind. Never mind. All right, number 10 rule, right? So you said about they never play good, but boy, did really well. Play good today, but I'm not going with nothing for the season. Alright, I could just go to striker. I don't know. Should probably go Darwin Nunes, Worst striker, No, worst striker is easy. That's this guy. Yep. And number 10. Might have to get creative and just put the next ball away. Could have played striker too. You know what? Expectations. Because of the expectations. Philly. Yeah, it's the worst team of the season, people. See it there? Haaland, Cousin, Leon, Garnacho. That's some ball of my rating of this, Paqueta, Bissouma, Kilman, Foss, Walker, Leaf Davis, Onana. Well, Leaf Davis seem a little unfair, but I'll allow him. Coach of the season candidates for me: Van Nistelrooy, Arteta. I joke, man. I put Arteta in it. I think Arteta deserve to be the worst of the season coach. Let me know. I wouldn't go so far, but Jano, maybe. But coach of the season, worst coach of the season. You got the relegated coaches, Van Nistelrooy. The first man with their coach Southampton, forget him name. Or even the second one did worse. Then let's see, Leicester. Van Nistelrooy. No, I think it was, who was it before? I can't remember. No, you know who's the worst manager for the season, brother? That brother. He was shit. Easy. Lopetegui. Horrible. Yeah, that's it. That's it, people. Anybody I need to take out? Anybody that just don't make sense? Grealish, good call. Grealish was shit. He was worse than Anthony. So I'll have to give that one to Balpre. Have to. Because I never feel good about Garnacho. I mean, he wasn't great, but he at least did something. But this brother, no sir. Horrible. I'm not really playing over there still, but he deserve it today. And especially when you factor in how the man I move in a Betis now. Like, where was that, bro? Why you couldn't do that for the team that own you? So yeah, that is it. I hate to see Bailey in there, but Jano, it is what it is. Man was almost 20 contribution last year. Or I think he was 20. And this year he's on 3. And I know he missed time, but even in the 24 games, he should be able to have at least about 10 contributions, I would think, based on what he did last season. So yeah, just disappointing for real. But yeah, that is my worst team of the season, people. Let me check the comment section, see if anybody else have a gem, because that Anthony one is a gem. But it's not even Anthony we mean for putting up people. Like Grealish more put. Because Anthony coulda they were barely still, But it can't I can't see how Anthony move right now and put him in it. Does make me feel like at the club. I know him. So yeah, Grealish me think worse. Grealish scoring first goal for the season, and when the man say his first goal since whatever him did say, I said, Jano, that's so long the man is scoring in the Premier League, brother. It's been forever. Man City side. No. Jackie Grealish. 18 appearances. I'm sure I'll just play more. 1 goal. 1 assist. Nah, man. Grealish and Bailey. 1 goal, 2 assists. 1 goal, 1 assist. Ford, it probably harsh for every day, But the expectations, bro, you not live up to them. Anyway, people, that is the team of the season. The worst one, that is. Onana in goal, Kilman and Foss at centre back, Leaf Davis left back, Kyle Walker right back, Bissouma 6, Paqueta 8, Foden in 10, Grealish out wide left, Bailey wide right, and Rasmus Højlund through the middle. That to me is the worst team of the season. So I guess you could call it the donkey team of the season. But yeah, people, that is it, just wanted to go through that with you guys. In the meantime, before we sign off for the evening, let me just let you guys know what's coming up on the channel this week. So we have a lot of things in store in the Jamaican football space because we have the Unity Cup on the 27th and the 31st. We don't know who we're going to face on the 31st, but we know for sure we're going to face Trinidad with tomorrow. No, actually, it's Monday for me now. But yeah, I think tomorrow it's going to be 7 o'clock UK time, 1 o'clock Jamaica time. We're going to face Trinidad in that competition. The boys got there today, had a training session. JFF Live, big up on yourself. Thanks for putting out some clips of the vibes in the camp and the training session and everything. Yes, that was nice. The players arriving, meeting the players that were already there. That was good to see. And yeah, just looking forward to that game. Won't be able to stream because I'll be at work during the game, so I won't be able to stream the game. But what I want to do is tomorrow night. I think BM was asking me last night when you're doing some more Reggae Boys, Reggae Girls content. Tomorrow night we'll be doing that, people. We're gonna have a show. It will be a tactical preview show. Well, not really a tactical preview show, but we will discuss and preview the game. We're not gonna be as in depth with the tactical preview where we put the tactical manager on the screen and everything and try to show you how the game will go. It's the Unity Cup, people. I don't know if I can really take much from how Trinidad played the last game compared to now and Jamaica played against St. Vincent. I'm just going to watch the games and bring you the recap of the game when it's done. Don't think, when we get to World Cup qualifiers, Gold Cup, that's when you'll see the real tactical previews come out where we watch games of the other teams, try to nullify what they're going to bring, and try to tell you guys what's going to work for us to win. But yeah, I'm not going to be doing that for the Unity Cup just because it's the Unity Cup. I think this is an exercise. This is a thing for the fans. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be, not that tactics won't be worked on, but I'm not so in tune with how tactically it's going to look. I'm really just here to see how certain players perform, the new players in the squad. Just to see what level they're at and everything, see them play live. Really looking forward to seeing that. So yeah, look out tomorrow for some Jamaican content. We're going to talk about the Unity Cup squad. Definitely talk a little bit about the JPL final, what that means, how that looked, and definitely start to really dig into the Reggae Girls getting into the USA friendly, which is going to be June 3rd. So as soon as the Unity Cup ends, we have the June 3rd friendly. We have the announcement of the World Cup qualifying squad as well. Probably should hear that about 5 days or so before we have the World Cup game. So that's going to be interesting to hear the window for those 2 World Cup matches. And then eventually after that, we'll probably hear the CONCACAF Gold Cup squad reveal. So a lot of things in the pipeline for Jamaica. Of course, at the end of June, the Reggae Girls will be facing England. Also, how could I forget? I need to big up people trolling me saying, how am I taking credit for this win? Bro, it's my club and I watch the girls too. So big up to Arsenal upsetting, shocking the world, beating Barcelona. I don't think it was like the biggest shock ever in the world because, we stole away Mariona from them. I think she was a key part of the team. She's gone. But they have a revolving door, so they have big players still. And as long as Van Damselaar is playing our goalkeeper from the Netherlands, I knew we had a chance. And we have the type of strikers that trouble Barcelona. They don't like big physical strikers, right? If you notice, I think Man City has beaten them in recent times, mainly because of Bunny's presence. They don't like that type of striker. We pretty much have 2 of those strikers, Russo and Blackstenius. And Russo kind of wear them down in the first half. Blackstenius come on, wear them down some more till we get a goal. And Van Damselaar and some bad finishing helped us out. But we could have even got 2 because Blackstenius got an next chance again after she scored. But either way, people, big ups to the woman Gunners bringing home the UEFA Champions League again. I think this is their second one in their history. But really and truly, this one is more special because the women's game since Arsenal last won this trophy is just grown like 100 times from where it was then. So I think the competition is a little more fierce. The challenge of winning a competition like this is bigger. So yeah, it's a big, big result, and especially when you look at them getting past two teams that perennially have dominated this competition. When you're looking at Leon in the semi and Barcelona in the final, I don't think anybody can take this victory away from the Arsenal women. Only trolls of myself that don't want me to celebrate a woman Champions League, but them can go. Um, as a matter of fact, the way all the people in bad mind are showing us something. Watch this. People in bad mind they win so much. Yes, the man them need to follow suit, but hey, them say the club culture is a hell of a thing, you know. So, brother, the man them see the girls them pull that off. I'm supposed to can say John start. Come on, guys. We can't make our next year pass, and you know, who knows though? Maybe that does make the pressure worse. I hope that's not the case. But let me see. I'm showing you the picture, people. Watch out. Somebody send this to me today. Make sure it's how can I open this in? Okay, good. Yeah, there we go. Bro, them people are wicked, this man. Look on that picture. Allah is still funny. But watch out. Tycoon, look on that picture. You probably see it already still, but look on this. Bro, look how the people them the soccer and rice, bro. Yo, the people are sampling, man. Yo, somebody send me this today. Yo, yo, bro. I was see this earlier today, man. I dead. I say, yo, them people and have nothing but time, you know. Bro, just through me sending in the group. When I group them then I'm send the actually a couple of them then I'm send it. I say who say Arsenal can win Champions League? I'm gonna put up the score of the Barcelona women game against Arsenal. I must say Jano. They said leave the female trophy alone, don't. Yo, them deal with the ball, them wicked star. They wouldn't even shave off Declan beard to blow up. You see it on IG. Yeah, man, it a go round, man. Everybody a troll. Somehow Arsenal win a cup and we still a get troll, brother. It's a madness. People just like to troll the Arsenal them, you know? It's alright though. It's alright. It's alright. You know, say me's a real gunners, you know. So you see this trolling thing, years me I deal with it, you know. So we have ways for deal with it, you know? We have ways for deal with it. But you see, when I was younger, bro, I want to fight people. I think that's why I was such a good target. But now, kind of different still. I'm a top class troller myself, so I think sometimes people just love me because they know say the return might be something crazy, you know? But yeah, that is it, people. Man. That's why I showing you that picture they will see. Bro, I'm dead with laugh from my seat, brother. Man. I tell you the truth. All I can do is laugh. What you going to do? You're going to vex when you see something like that? You know, must laugh, man. Life not so serious, man. But brother, I'm laugh till my weak when I see that. Even though the joke was on me. You wanna see the video pan JFF live with the staff a play a match? That me dead with laugh too. But yeah, people, tomorrow night, we're going to talk about the Unity Cup for sure. We're going to be 1 day away, so we're going to do a little preview show just talking about the squad some more in detail. Maybe we can pull up the tactical board and at least try to pick a 11 as well to play the game. Before I get creative, because the player them will play the final, they've never even trained today. It was just a recovery. Today now they should be probably rising up about now. It's about, well, maybe not yet. It's about 6:30 now. So I don't know if them are rise, but them soon rise. And I know whatever work they do today is gonna be pretty calm as well. They don't want to really kill them off, but I mean they're going to have to eventually get some running in them legs and maybe go over set pieces and things like that, what they want to do for defending and attacking wise. But I couldn't see them having any kind of strenuous session 1 day before the game, knowing that most of these players would have just played game. Apart from the guys that maybe been out with the championship and stuff for a while or lower leagues for a while, most of them would have just done play, like most of the JPL contingent. So it's going to be interesting when you hear the reports out of London to see, how hard them are going to training and them thing there. Yeah. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. Mel Rice and Candy Saka. Yeah, something like that. Mr. Speed in England with the team is surprising. Everything must sell. All players. Yeah. It's been a while since we see Speed with the national team somewhere. Yeah, it's been a while. So he said he was on Tigat show yesterday and he said he was going on vacation. So Speed love ball to the point where film vacation is actually going with the team to England to rat it. Speed, give the football a break, brother. Everybody need to recharge them battery. Speed say him go on vacation and me see him in an airport with national team. Okay, that's not a vacation, Mr. Speed. Do I have to teach you how to do a vacation? Buy one, get five. Jaja. Anyway, people, big up on yourself. When I hold up the show no more. We have hit our goals for the night. We discuss everything we want to discuss. One last thing, people. I've been showing you all season what go on for Gooner in the various fantasy leagues. So I'm showing you how the season end up for me. So I'm playing a 2 draft league. This league, my name Crystal Ball FC. As you can see, runaway title winners. This I go put some money in my account. Now this one here, Pickpocket FC in this league. There you see Jason, top, boom. Big gap. Yeah, man. Clean up. 2 league them where I get something for, I win them. This one, I won't disclose what the price is, but it's a nice one. Fantasy. So this was the, traditional fantasy, which actually I never used to play. I used to always play draft. But the last couple of seasons now, I play the fantasy league, and in the league, I end up finish 4th. I think management league did about 23. Really disappointing still because I was in the top 3 most of the season. Demo forward late and passed me in the end. But Bigs G, big up yourself. You were doing well all around. You were top of the predictions on my show standings. And you also won management league in the fantasy. So anybody that play fantasy, you guys should try link up with Mannings next season. If him do it again, I am sure sports. Nice banter. I think him need to play because him not really talk about it on him show, none at all, but name I am sure sports fantasy. So yeah, next season people tell him to talk about it on him show them if him doing shows, Now the cup never go good for me at all, people. I'm losing a game week 35, which was not good. But let's see who did win the actual cup because I don't know who win, So it look like Big G win the double star. Duke, donkey for the year over year, lose in a final. Big G clean up people. Man win the double. Man win the treble. Can win the prediction, win this. Jano, Big G, you are a league champ. So big up to Bigs G. One Bigs G. Always a support. Yeah. When I say next season, all right, big up yourself. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Next season, you don't know what I'm probably gonna do. I'm gonna do a fantasy. I'm gonna do a fantasy because fantasy draft are my thing, you know. Because you see the next one, it lame to me, bro. Because you just look for the trend and just put ball up on your side with everybody, you know. Like you have to. I like draft because you pick your own ball of them, and you know everybody can have the same ball of them. But I know people love the fantasy, the traditional way, because that really busts the game, you know. But draft more strategy to me. Gonna join the predictions as well. Yeah, man, join, man. And it basically how I run it the night before the game them I'll kick off, we do a preview show, and then on the final day when the game them play, we do a review show, reveal everything, talk about the game them. We don't know the thing go. Big G is a football guru. Yo, don't say them trigger word there, you know. Football guru is a trigger. But no, Big G doing thing, bro. Man win Manning's Man League, man win the cup, and in the predictions game, him and two others had the most wins over the weeks. So yeah, Big G doing thing this season, prediction, fantasy, everything. Hopefully Big G translate that in a real life, because bare fantasy things him a win. Real life the thing for that. A joke. Big G are doing thing, man. But anyway, big up on yourself, people. Thanks for tuning in. To get late, people. I'm going to my bed. Tomorrow, Memorial Day. We're going to free up. We're going to do a thing. Spend some time. Relax. Kick back. All right, and I'm going to get some rest, people. So big up on yourself. Thanks so much for tuning in. When we reach the end of the show, you know the thing of people. We say these words. I am Jason Gooner. This is Jason Gooner TV. Come on, you Gooners. Netflix settings next season.